Well, this morning on Up with KREM, Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward is joining us to talk about city plans for businesses this winter.
Well, how long could it be before most Americans get the COVID-19 vaccine? And who will help with distribution? This morning, we're answering your vaccine-related questions.
And it's a clear, cool start to the day. I'm going to let you know what to expect as the sun comes up.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, good morning and welcome to Up with KREM. Local businesses are feeling the pinch of the pandemic. Several are struggling to stay afloat this holiday season amid shutdowns.
Now, to talk about help for our local shops, we want to bring in Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward. Good morning. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning.
Mayor Woodward, I want to jump right in. Many Spokane small businesses are struggling right now. What are some of the ways the city is helping to keep the doors open for small businesses and the owners?
Well, we're trying to create events that will bring people to our downtown where majority of our businesses operate, and throughout as well. We opened up first our winter market last 100 people turned out to shop with about vendors, local vendors, tons of life, a beautiful setting. That part will run every Wednesday, 7 through the weekend. We're trying to create a healthy way, family-centric environment that people to be celebrate the holidays. Have decorated and lit down. From
all right. I'm sorry, Nadine. We're going to interrupt you just here momentarily. We're having some connection issues, having some trouble hearing you. So we're going to take a moment, try to work on that connection, get a better sound for you at home. But in the meantime, we do want to check in with Jeremy for a look outside.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It is a cool, chilly kind of morning. Clear skies overhead allowed temperatures to drop into the 20s early on today. And that's what we're seeing across a good chunk of the region. But the good news here is that visibility has improved quite a bit from where we were this time yesterday. We're seeing some patchy fog that's down in the Tri-Cities area. Visibility there dropping down below a quarter of a mile. It is freezing fog, so watch out for it on some of those roads. But once the sun comes up, you'll have a brief moment of some beautiful rye mice on some of those trees. Temps, as I mentioned, in the 20s across much of the region. Pullman, Moscow, you're in the 30s. Deer Park down in the teens, but elsewhere, just bundle up. Well, I guess everywhere bundle up. It's a chilly start to the day. High pressure in place has given us those clear skies. Sinking air is helping form some of that fog down in the Tri-Cities area. We'll hang on to that for a good chunk of the day, but did you see those clouds pass? I let them pass because they do so overnight tonight. So for the most part, you're not even going to notice them. Temperatures climb from the mid-20s to up near 40 degrees later on today. That's right. We are knocking on the door of 40 later on this afternoon under sunny skies. And the good news is that's just a sign of things to come as we head into the weekend. Expect this trend to continue, Jen.
All right, Jeremy, thank you so much. Now it's cold here, 26 degrees, but get this, we're tracking some breaking news this morning. Power is shut off to thousands of homes right now as a new wildfire spreads across Southern California. Overnight, the fire forced hundreds of people to evacuate their homes. And the National Weather Service reports that high fire danger warnings are in place through Saturday for that area. Well, right now, sustained winds are in the 30s, but experts say gusts could reach up to 70 miles an hour. Dangerous situation. We'll obviously continue to track that in Southern California. All right, it is 6:34 now, and we could be weeks away from a COVID-19 vaccine here in the U.S. And this morning, several presidents are pledging to get that vaccine. They say it's to reassure the public it's safe.
Yeah, this comes from an interview with SiriusXM. This includes Presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton. However, they say they will wait until it's more widely available. They add they don't want to take away doses from anyone who's at risk. Well, overnight, workers at pharmaceutical giant Pfizer in Belgium geared up for a mass rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine. The British Medicines and Healthcare Products granted emergency use of the vaccine. The company's chief executive said he's confident that by the end of 2021, there would be more vaccine doses than required to fight the pandemic.
And this morning, we're learning long-term care facilities will be first in line for that vaccine. This is from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It reports roughly 3 million people live in long-term care facilities, and that includes an additional 21 million healthcare workers that work there. Now, that's about 24 million people in Group 1A.
Both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines require 2 doses several weeks apart. That is roughly 50 million doses just for the first group of people. But right now there are only about 40 million doses available. It means the vaccine will not be widely available to most Americans for several months.
Well, speed will be a matter for the distribution of that vaccine as well.
The Washington National Guard says it's on standby to help. It can provide aircraft, trucks, and logistic planning.
There is also the added complication that both vaccines need to be in refrigeration, especially the Pfizer vaccine. It needs to stay at minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit or frozen to the level of dry ice. American and United Airlines, along with FedEx and UPS, offered use of its refrigeration planes.
The team is able to investigate what's going on and make sure that the shipment's ready for the rest of its journey.
Meanwhile, Seattle-based Alaska Airlines says it is ready to help get vaccines from Anchorage or SeaTac Airport to remote locations in Alaska. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.